Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we are going to be talking about AI that creates instead of detects. This slideshow is basically a continuation of the generative AI one. It just talks about much more examples, and instead of more detection, it's leaning towards creations of AI. So let's start. Okay, first, in order to know what AI creates, we need to understand the difference between generative AI and discriminative AI. I'm assuming most of you guys have not heard about discriminative AI, so let's talk about that first. Discriminative AI learns to label or identify or even just classify data by focusing on the differences inside the data sets that are given to you. For example, let's take a dog. If there's a dog or a cat image and or let me put this in different words. If you're giving the AI model different data sets, one with cats, one with the dogs, then what, and if I give them the testing images of a dog, what would it detect? So in simple words, I can just say discriminative AI is basically just detection. Um, This is used for object detection, face recognition, spam filters, and image and text classification. It's basically classifying and detecting. If you give it an image, for example, a car, you want it to detect it's a car, that's basically what discriminative AI is. It identifies what's in the image. Now, generative AI. This is much more fun. Generative AI learns patterns in the data so that it can create new content from the piece of data that is given. Let me put this in simpler words. It literally just creates, it just focuses on creating things rather than detecting or classifying images. It does, yes, it does take an image, but it takes that image and creates new cool stuff like a story or a song or even a new image, but you have to give it a description. So, example, you type it in a description, like I want to create a dog spitting out rainbow hamburger. Enter, then it gives you an image of a dog spitting out a rainbow hamburger. Or literally whatever you want to generate. This is what generative AI is for. It can be used for image generation, writing stories, essays, or poems, music creation, or video art and generation. That's why generative AI is much more fun to use. So let's talk about how generative AI works. First step, always in AI is training. Without training, your model is definitely not going to be accurate. So in training, you feed it data sets, and with the data set, it understands all of those images or music or text, and usually have these sound or look. And based off of that, they create new images, music, or text, or videos, or songs, whatever you're doing. Second step, it learns the patterns. Without learning the patterns, it cannot do its main generation part. So it basically finds relationships in the data. For example, shapes in the images, sentence, grammar, lyrics, music. It literally just relies on all of that. And then based off of that, it understands, oh, this is how I need to create the image. Third part, generation. There's no generative AI without generation. So it uses what it's learned so far, and then that AI model creates content that follows the patterns. For example, a dog. If someone says, give me a dog image that's spitting out rainbow hamburgers, and you already have an image of a dog in your data set, then it will understand and recognize the patterns of that dog and use that to create a dog spitting out a rainbow hamburger. Next is a term which not many people know. It's called refinement. And this is basically where the AI adjusts its output based on feedbacks and it improves results over time. So obviously you're not going to just run it once and say, "Oh, this is what I'm generating." It's definitely not going to be accurate. It might show the dog And instead of having four, like, you know how they have like toe, paws. If they have two paws, dogs have two paws, but they might put three. That is definitely not accurate and not reliable at all. So refinement just keeps on giving feedback and improves the results over time. Now we're going to talk about the three types of generative AI: text to image, text generation, and music and video. First off, let's start with text to image. This is what it does. It converts written descriptions into images. Like I've explained, text to images, it's right in the name. Just type literally whatever description you want and it will generate or it will process your writing and understand what type of image you want to create. The more specific you get, the more better the image is. Some popular tools or apps are Stable Diffusion, Midjourney, and DALL-E. All of these are really good. I've tried them. You just need to give it a really, really brief explanation. Next, let's talk about text generation. What it does, it creates human-like written content. Basically, you just type to it and it gives you a text generation back. It literally replies to you. It's like a chatbot. And I feel like you've heard most of these. I've definitely used all of these apps and these are so helpful. ChatGPT, all of you guys out there should definitely know ChatGPT. Claude, it's not as famous, but I use it a lot. It's really, really helpful. And Gemini, really good too. Lastly, let's talk about music and video. What it does. It's right in the name. It creates audio and music and videos, literally anything that's like basically moving or talking or listening to music. It can create your own music. You can make own music. Think about that. That's so cool. Some popular tools, I haven't really focused on music and videos, but I've heard really good things about these apps, such as Suno, Runway, and Pika. You can literally give it a generate description and it will generate audio and visual media. Now, let's talk about some real world applications that generative AI can come in use with. First, gaming. We all know lots of people love to game around the world. Not wrong. In generating in games, generating can come in handy by even just making your own game. By making cool characters, environment, and storylines, you can literally publish your game on Roblox or something. It's gonna be really cool because if you have interest in gaming and you wanted to create your own game, generative AI is literally your buddy. It's going to help so much to generate images and characters for your own game. Healthcare. This is a very serious topic, and that is why generative AI is very, very helpful for it. It can create your medical data all organized, and it can research by itself. It can train those images by itself, all in the healthcare. Healthcare is a very broad topic, don't get me wrong, but it can come in handy in so many ways. Next is entertainment. Entertainment. We're talking about TV, phones, YouTube, TikTok, Snapchat. Literally, if you want to create your own entertainment, this is literally good for you. You can, if you want to make a movie, generative AI has got you. If you want to make an animated movie, that's generative AI's specialty. Give it a description of what you want your movie about. Describe what type of characters you want. And with those characters, you can describe how they look. And that's your movie. Obviously, it's going to take a lot of typing and everything, but trust me, this is so fun. Next is education. Generative AI can come in handy for education because it can personalize your learning materials and it can also have interactive tutoring systems. Like if you need a tutor struggling in math, generative AI can generate some questions and also do to exactly what you're willing to practice. Because when you go onto Google and not everything you search up and print out is what you want to study, generative AI's got you. Next one is business. Oh my God, generative AI can come in so freaking handy. You can basically do ads for free at this point. I mean, obviously the publishing comes in later, but making the ad by yourself with generative AI is so, so good. Like marketing content, product designs, and data analysis, super important in the business job career. So, if you want to launch a brand and you are looking for a specific product and you have a good idea, you just don't know how to design that product to sell in your market, generative AI can give you designs. Seriously, how easy can this get? Lastly, science. Science, another very serious and important thing, and generative AI can also help so much with it. Drug discovery, protein folding, and research simulations. Drug discovery. You don't know if you're swallowing harmful chemicals. Generative AI, or even just AI, can literally help by discovering if that chemical is bad for you, or protein folding, and even research simulations. And that is literally it for this video. I've just been introducing generative AI for the last video and this video too, just to let you know that AI also creates, not just detects, and creating is much more interesting in AI than detecting. But that's it for today's video. I will see you guys in my next video, and make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye!